Nobody goes from 25% body fat to shredded in 30 days. At least, nobody who's telling you the whole story. Over the years, I've been everywhere from around 20% body fat to close to 6%. And every single time I got lean, I went through the exact same 4 phases. So here's the brutally honest timeline of losing stubborn belly fat. The 4 phases you'll go through, what to expect during each one, and the mistake that causes almost everyone to quit one phase too early, right before their belly fat finally starts disappearing. Let me fix that. I call it the ghost phase because your progress is real, but you just can't see it yet. The scale moves a little, your face is maybe slightly less puffy, but your belly? Untouched. Zero change. It's genuinely insulting. And this is exactly where most people quit. Not because fat loss stopped working, but because they convinced themselves it never started. And here's why. Your fat isn't a light switch. It's a download bar with no download bar. You know when you're installing a game and the progress sits at 0% for 10 minutes? The file is downloading, your computer is working, you just can't see it yet. That's your first month. Fat cells are shrinking everywhere, but the higher your body fat percentage, the less noticeable every pound of fat loss becomes. You need to remove a lot before your eyes register anything. So the honest truth about month 1 is that you're not supposed to see dramatic results. You're supposed to build momentum, and that's why this phase eliminates almost everybody. So let me give you the 2 numbers that keep you sane. Number 1, your waist measurement. Wrap it around your belly button. Same day, same time, same conditions, once a week. The mirror lies, the tape doesn't. Number 2, your weekly average weight, not daily. Your daily weight bounces 2 to 4 pounds from salt, water, carbs, and that pizza. Judging fat loss from one morning's weigh-in is like judging a movie from one frame. If the weekly average is trending down and the tape is shrinking, even by a centimeter, it's working. You just can't see it yet. Don't touch the plan. This is the phase that makes people think their genetics are broken, because this is where your body starts trolling you. I call this the unfair phase. The fat starts leaving, your jawline shows up, veins pop on your forearms, your shoulders get that little cut, and even your friends say you look leaner. But your belly? Exactly the same. And the reason is simple, and once you understand this, it makes perfect sense. Your body treats fat like money. Your arms, your face, your chest, that's your checking account. Easy to access, easy to spend. Your belly, that's the savings account, the money you promised yourself you'd never touch unless the apocalypse starts tomorrow. Guess which one your body spends first? Exactly. But there's another reason belly fat is such a pain. Actually, 2. First, bad reception. Every fat cell has tiny receptors. Some tell your body, burn me. Others basically say, leave me alone. And belly fat is packed with those second ones. So when your body sends out the fat burning signal, your arms hear it loud and clear. But your belly is that one corner of the house where the Wi-Fi dies. Second, terrible delivery. Belly fat gets less blood flow than areas like your arms or shoulders. And less blood flow means fewer trucks showing up to haul the fat away. Even when your body finally decides to burn it, the pickup service is painfully slow. So your belly isn't stubborn, it's just last in line, with a bad signal and a slow truck. Which means month 2, you do exactly one thing, nothing different. You don't add a fat burner, you don't add 300 crunches, you don't cut carbs just to be safe. You keep going. The line is moving, you're just not at the front yet. And if the line isn't moving, chances are you're on the wrong path. Because none of these 4 phases even begin until one condition is met. You're actually in a calorie deficit, eating fewer calories than you burn. That's the entire engine behind fat loss. And here's where almost all of you mess up. Not because of the lack of discipline, but because you are guessing. You think you ate 1,800 calories today? Did you? Or was it 2,600? Suddenly, the calorie deficit you thought you had never existed. And sure, you could weigh every ingredient, do math before every meal, but let's be honest, fat loss shouldn't feel like a second job. That's why I use Cal.AI. You set your goal once, enter your weight, your target weight, and when you want to get there, Cal.AI instantly gives you your calorie target, your protein, carbs, and fats. Then tracking takes literally a few seconds. You just snap a picture of your meal. Cal.AI analyzes it and gives you the calories and macros automatically. This meal looks perfectly healthy, but I added a drizzle of olive oil that the camera can't spot. That's almost 200 calories that could have quietly wiped out my calorie deficit. No problem. If the scan misses something, you can add it in 2 taps. Your calories update instantly, so you know you're still in your deficit. And if you're in a rush and grabbing something on the go, that's not an excuse to stop tracking anymore. The barcode scanner logs any packaged food in seconds. Protein bar, yogurt, or that snack you're currently obsessed with. No more guessing. And if you don't feel like taking photos, CalAI has a huge food database consistently updated. Homemade meals, restaurant plates, mystery leftovers. Type it, select it, done. A few seconds a day, and the guessing disappears. Your calorie deficit stops being a vibe and starts being a fact. So if you want to stop hoping you're in a deficit and actually know where you are, download CalAI and use code CaptainWorkout for a 3-day free trial. This is where everything changes, because for the first time, your belly actually starts shrinking. You notice some shape. Maybe the top 2 abs show up in good lighting, and that's exactly when people think they're almost done. And then everything slows to a crawl. Welcome to the ketchup bottle phase. You know when a ketchup bottle is full? You barely tilt it, and ketchup comes pouring out. Easy. That's the beginning of fat loss. You cut out soda, walk a little more, eat a bit better, boom. The first pounds disappear. But once the bottle is almost empty, now you're shaking it, smacking the bottom, negotiating with it. Same bottle, 10 times more effort for one tiny drop. That's exactly what getting lean feels like. The leaner you become, the smaller your margin for error gets. Eyeballing your portions? Not anymore. Skipping your steps because it's raining? Not anymore. Saturday cheat meal that turns into 3,000 extra calories? You just deleted your entire week's calorie deficit. Nothing got harder. Your body didn't switch into starvation mode. Your metabolism didn't break. You simply ran out of room to be sloppy. And before some of you comment that you've been dieting for 3 months and still in phase 1, that's completely normal. These time frames assume you're starting somewhere around 20 to 25% body fat. Starting higher, the phases don't disappear, they stretch. Phase 1 might be 6 weeks, phase 2 might be 3 months. And you can check my video on body fat percentages to see where you're at right now. Phase 4 is the one nobody warns you about, the trap. You made it, your abs are visible, the gut is gone, you finally have the physique you've been chasing for months. Now comes the question nobody prepared you for. Do you actually want to live here? Because getting shredded isn't impossible, but staying shredded is another story. Social media makes it look like that guy with 7% body fat walks around like that all year. Eating burgers, drinking beers, feeling amazing. He doesn't. I've been around 6% body fat, and here's what it actually feels like. You're hungry all day. Your energy is trash. Your lifts go backwards. You get cold for no reason. Your sleep gets worse, and you think about food constantly. Being super shredded isn't a lifestyle, it's a sprint. And sprinting is impressive, but nobody sprints for a year. And that's why for most natural lifters, the sweet spot is around 10 to 12% body fat. At 10 to 12%, you look incredible. You have visible abs, great muscle definition, and with the right strategy, maintaining that physique is actually much easier than you probably think. Even up to 15% body fat, you'll still have an impressive physique, better than 95% of the people in the room. So here's the goal I'd actually give you. Make 10 to 15% body fat your home, because fitness should improve your life, not become your entire life. So that's the honest timeline, but knowing how long it takes is useless if you don't know what to actually do. That's exactly what I cover in this video.